of all parties. And you have said it, what happened in the Netherlands and how right-wing parties got support by this. So shall we shall we create a CCC party? Of course not with that name, but I mean,
no,
we don't know what can happen in the future. And if someone would like to talk a bit more about this, I would be here in front. Thank you.
So my personal opinion on this is that hackers as a cultural group are politically quite diverse. So they are, even if you're talking about non-Euclidean politics, we have about this spectrum of opinions. And so I think what we should focus on is providing the tools to people who try to do political change. So each of us might have his political ideas and his political activism, and what we are calling for is providing the tools, providing the knowledge, enabling change. So, and that's basically the core message here. So having something like a CCC party is something that I consider a bit strange, but okay.
Was kind of ironical, but what do you think about this in the Netherlands context?
My personal thoughts are the country is screwed, it's fucked, it's... anyway, the Netherlands may be a real good country to live in again 15 years from now, is my personal opinion. It's very interesting. It's like living in a laboratory because we are seeing a lot of the technologies which will be seen all over Europe. We're seeing them early, and we're seeing them deployed in a country that doesn't ask too many questions. So it's like living in a laboratory. I want to pass the final word to Feifei and then close it off because we're already too late.
Yeah, several things. The first thing is that I think our biggest mistake is that we don't play to our strength, but we meet and have fun and talk about this and that, but we need to realize, first of all, we are the few people who actually understand the technology. So we need to use that and communicate that, but not to the people directly, but to the media. In Germany, we had the good...
we are the media.
Yeah, no, not directly. The census, which was one of the watersheds in German law against data collection and retention, was basically the media running rampant. And most of the technology that's happening and that's going against our civil rights is not happening to minimize the civil rights, but it's happening and then the effect is to minimize civil rights. Most of the things we can see in the talks at the Congress was actually something of like Subventionen or Industrieförderung. So basically they had some money to spend to make the industry better, and we weren't there to present our part, our companies to invest in. So they invested in the companies that were there, and those companies had biometrics. So the next time they have money to spend, please go there with cryptophone. And
yeah, and this is one thing I wanted to already add to Feifei's talk before. Then we're fighting the war. You said, do we have hope left? We're fighting the war differently than we should. We should not take defensive action or fight symptoms. We should have a concept how to do it otherwise and represent the concept offensively so we can change some things in the future. And the last thing I wanted to like to annotate is that about the we and they problem. Look at the problem of the people who grown up with Horkheimer and Adorno and believed in freedom, and look where the people sit now and where how these things ended up. And you will see that I hope we don't change the way they did, and we stay in our moral beliefs. Thank you.
Okay, let's...
I think...
Okay, Anni, what's now?
I think that there's a problem that people can be bought. So everyone who knows something about technology will be bought by the industry.
Okay, but the point is, if we need to identify an enemy, because that's more easy, they are the security advisors of the people in power. So it would be a good thing if we would be them, but the point is, then we need to be maybe even more proactive in supporting security concepts without surveillance. I mean, maybe we should be more security advisory in this respect. As an alternative, to see all these Machiavellic, Darwinistic assholes providing fascism with technology as a business. So.
Okay, we really got to wrap it up because we're late. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.